everyone. We are here with Milo Gibson. He has a new film coming out. It's called Manifest West, and that arrives in theaters and streaming November 11th.
No,
Milo, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you? Thanks for talking to me.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Can you tell me a bit about the film?
Yeah, it's a film told through the eyes of a 12-year-old girl, and their family moved from the suburbs to off the grid,
Mhm.
um, and life happens, and stuff follows them, and kind of everything kind of unfolds in its own natural way.
Yeah. And can you tell us a bit about your character? It's told through the eyes of your daughter,
Yes,
in the film,
yes.
but can you tell us about your character, Dave?
Yeah, Dave is Dave's an interesting character. Him, his wife, and his two daughters, right? They decide to move up to up off the grid, up a mountain, right?
Mhm.
And he thinks what he's doing for his family is the right thing. And in that process, I think he's blinded the fact that he's not maybe not helping them, and that he's maybe hurting them more than he knows. And so, yeah, that's kind of Dave for you.
How did the project come together? Was this uh and this was a bit of a family affair.
It
Um
sure was.
yeah. Did you contribute to the story, the development of it? Because your
I,
brother Louis wrote and directed.
yes, Louis and Joe wrote and co-directed it. And Annette is my brother's wife in real life, and she's my wife in the film. Annette and Louis and Joe, they were all kind of together for, they were all, I think Annette was kind of a part of the process for a while. And then Louis gave me the script and was like, hey, take a read of this. Let me know what you think.
Hmm.
I'm like, okay. And then he was like, do you want, after I read it, I said, this is really cool, like blah, 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 blah. Gave my thoughts on it. And then he was like, do you want to be Dave? And I thought about it and I said, yeah, that would, I mean, one, it's so cool that I got to, work with my brother and my sister-in-law. But I think, in reading it, what this family goes through and Dave as a character, it intrigued me so much that I really wanted to be a part of it. But Louis asked me if I wanted to. I said yes, and there you go. It's the end of the story.
Well, what made you want to tell the story? What made you say yes when you read the script?
you know, it's a character that I haven't jumped in the shoes of yet. And I think it brings up real life stuff that people deal with on a daily basis, right? And that's what really drew me to it, because a lot of people go through what this family goes through. I think not the ending part, but the main log line of his wife and what she's going through and stuff like that. So I think I just wanted to tell us. I wanted people to see a story that that they're not alone in that fact. And I think all you need to do is ask for help, and sometimes that's the hardest thing to do for someone.
Mm.
So I think just to tell people that, hey, you're not alone. You're not the only one out here who's going through this situation. I hope that audiences take away from it. So.
Mm. You did, you mentioned you enjoyed working with your brother and with your sister-in-law. But what was the set like? Was it a real family affair? Was it, it's kind of a heavy movie. Was it a heavy set? What was that like?
I think every day people came to work. I mean, people came to set to work and do their best, and it was a very, very freeing. We all gave each other the freedom to collaborate with each other on stuff. So it was very mellow, very quiet. Not fast moving, but people were doing things that they needed to do, and we all collaborated together. And yeah, it was easy because it felt like we're all a family, and we were a family.
Mhm.
And the other family, like Lexi Culker and Madison Freeman, they'd known each other since they were a child, like since they were little kids. So their families were families as well. So it was kind of like these two families coming together to shoot this film, and it just we all gelled so well together, and it was so easy to be on set with each other. Obviously, not all the scenes were easy.
Mm,
They were very, very real, um, and very heartbreaking stuff that happened. So, but it all came out great. I think. I hope.
awesome. So, yeah, I did enjoy your performance a lot. It was pretty solid. Good work. Um,
Thanks.
and and so this comes out on November 11th, but what do you have coming up next? Is there another family project?
Yeah, I shot a film called Clawfoot with Francesca Eastwood. It's kind of like a horror thriller comedy kind of thing. So we'll see. I don't know when that's coming out, but hopefully soon.
Awesome. Well, horror is definitely our wheelhouse, so
There you go.
get back with us, and I'd love to cover that as well.
Yeah.
I guess one request is, can you give Tim Heidecker more work, because I can't get enough of him. So,
Working with Tim. I mean, obviously he's an amazing actor and a comedian and all this stuff. So when I found out he was gonna, be in this film, and when I found out I was gonna have scenes with him, I was ecstatic. I was like, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a hoot. So it was so awesome to work with him and Michael Cutlitz, who's an amazing actor as well. But yeah, it was great, and I'd love to work with Tim Heidecker again. He's amazing.
awesome. Well, great work on this one, and congratulations. Best of luck on this as well. And everybody, Manifest West comes out in theaters and streaming November 11th. Milo, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me, and
Appreciate it.
hope to see you on the next one. Clawfoot.
Yep. Thanks, man.
All
See
right,
ya.
bye.